Hey my friend, this is Joe Bakhmoutski, author of Simplifying Cancer and founder of Power to Be Happy. Listen, right now I want to talk to you about something that I think comes up for all of us as we go through tough times in our lives, and that is fear. It's just something that really comes up for us and just sweeps in. It's just something that really can come in just out of nowhere and just take over. I think it happens to all of us, and while we can't turn it away, we want to make sure that we kind of sail past it. Because it's kind of like I look at us at our lives, especially right now in the time of pandemic. It's like we're a ship that's navigating the seas, and there's a lot of uncertainty that is around us, and sometimes there's like a storm that comes in. And that's how I look at panic. It's a storm that comes in. We have to weather the storm. We have to kind of sail past it, right? We just have to deal with it as best we can. And I'm going to share with you right now something that I've learned about dealing with panic. Several years ago, I went out on this beautiful ocean beach, in Phillip Island here in Australia. And I really didn't have much to do with ocean before that. So it was a beautiful day. I went out, on the ocean beach, and there really wasn't anyone around. And I was just slowly walking into the water, just enjoying myself, until I kind of got in a little bit deeper. And I was just like lying on my back, and I was just enjoying, kind of the views, enjoying the water, just feeling it running through all over my body. And then I kind of felt that something started to shift, like things really started to change. And like all of a sudden the sky became overcast, the kind of waves picked up, and I wasn't sure what was going on. I was like, well, I'm gonna try to just make my way back. So I was gonna stand up, and all of a sudden I couldn't, my feet couldn't touch the sand, they couldn't touch the ground. So I was like, what's going on? And so I was gonna I need to swim back. So I'm starting to swim back, and it was weird, even though I wasn't that far from the shore. I wasn't really getting any closer to it. So I go like, okay, cool. Well, I just have to, do it faster. So I start swimming. I start making my way to it, and it's weird because I'm not getting any closer. And that's why I start to get worried. I'm like, what's going on? Because it's like this. It's like there's a barrier in front of me that's preventing me to get to the shore. So I go I'm going all out. I'm really going for it. I'm really going for it. Just trying to get to the shore, doing the best that I can. And as I'm doing that, I feel like this force is holding me back, because I can't move. I'm not getting any closer, I'm start to really to panic now, because all of a sudden the waves are picking up, and just one just smacks me right in the face, and my mouth is just full of seawater, and I just remember how it's just choking me, and I start freaking out because there's no one that I can see on the beach, and there's nowhere that I can get back. I can't stand, and so I start screaming, "Help! Help! Somebody help me!" And in this moment, I guess I was just lucky that the surfer just kind of appears out of nowhere, and he helps me onto the surfboard, and he kind of just guides me to the shore. And as we're sitting there and I'm trying to get my breath back, he said to me, "Look, it's the rip that got you. The rip, it's this underwater current." And he said, "Well, don't try to fight it, because it's so much stronger. It's not going to let you get back to the shore. It's not going to get you straight back. But use it, don't fight it. Just go with it. Go sideways and use the rip to get to the shore. Just don't fight that." And to me, that was just a huge lesson in dealing with panic, because it's just so much bigger than the sweeping emotion that just comes in. and that, for me, I've applied this lesson in terms of my panic attacks as well, because I know this panic sometimes comes up when times of stress, but for me it also comes up with my anxiety history as well. And what I've noticed is that whenever I get a panic attack, I've made it this kind of a part of my process. So the first thing I do when I experience panic, when I'm really start freaking out, and I know it's just a physical thing, just something that comes in and takes over, and I start to feel like I feel, I don't know what to do. I feel frantic. I'm all over the place. I'm really just freaking out, and it's just like a complete, at the loss of what to do. So the first thing that I do is try to find a quiet place. Whether I'm in a meeting at work, or whether I'm out, I'm out in the city somewhere. I try to find a quiet place and say to myself, get a quiet place to myself, and I just start. I don't try to control it. That's the first thing that I do. I don't try to go stop it from happening. I don't try to say, no, pretend like everything is normal. I try to find a quiet place and start to try and control my breath and have a steady, deep breathing. So I usually just use my belly to breathe deep and regular basis. So I don't fight it. I let it sweep over me. Let this panic come. I don't try to fight it. I just imagine myself as I'm breathing. I'm imagine a waves that are hitting me. I don't try to fight the waves. I don't try to push them away. I just stand and let the wave come, let it hit me, and let it pass. The wave is going to come, hit me, and let it pass. And I'm just trying to breathe. And I let it happen. I just let it happen. That's my approach to it. Not fighting the panic, but let it happen. We just have to weather the storm. And that is the way we do it. And once it's done, once I feel a little bit calmer, I feel that now I have to break it up with something that is really rapid physical action, just to kind of snap out of it physically, because I think after fearful situations, like our body goes into this weird mode where it's just like rigid, and you feel like stuck and it's tense. So we want to really break it apart. We want to just quickly do something physical. Like for me, I know this is gonna look and sound weird, but I like to do 3 rapid jumps and collapse at the same time. So just like this. That's what I do. I do this 3 times, and it really helps me to kind of snap out of it physically. And I don't know whether that is for you, whether this is whether that's going for a sprint, whether that's just going for a walk with your dog, whether that's doing something around the house just quickly. I don't know what that is for you, but I strongly recommend doing something physical that breaks up that space, that not only breaks up your mental space, right? Because we've just done that with our breathing, right? We've just done it with our mental space, where we're not trying to fight it. We're just trying to let it happen. We've done the deep breathing, and now we want to break up the tension and release all of the stuff that got built up because of this fear that just came up and just kind of swooped in and taken over you. So we don't want to be fighting fear. We don't want to be controlling it. We want to come in and let it happen. We want to let it happen and then use that to move on with our life on the journey towards hope, because that is our way of dealing with fear. My name is Joe Bakhmoutski. Thank you so much for watching this. I'll see you soon.